Hello everyone and assalamu alaikum. This is Introduction to Psychology Part 2 by Your Knowledge. Okay, so we have started the chapter of learning. That's chapter 3 is all about learning, and in the chapter of learning we have started the lesson part 3, which is about the punishment. If we have learned a lot about the punishment, we have covered lots of topics in the part 3. So if you have missed any of the previous lecture, if you have missed any of the previous video, I've given all the links in the description section. Go ahead, click on those links and watch that video. And in this video you'll be learning about problems with punishment, because we have learned about what is punishment, what is a positive punishment, what is a negative punishment. And again, if you have missed the previous lecture, I have given all the links in the description section. So in this video you will learn about what are the problems that occurs when you punish someone. So this video is all about the problems with punishment. Number one is suppresses behavior, doesn't teach. Means the problem with the punishment is that it suppresses a behavior but it doesn't teach the alternative. For example, punishment may stop undesirable behavior but doesn't teach or reinforce the desired alternative. For example, a child punished for yelling might stop yelling temporarily but hasn't learned how to express frustration appropriately. Number two is temporary effects. Problem: the effects of punishment are often short-lived, especially if it's not consistently applied. And for example, a dog might stop jumping on the couch when yelled at, but resumes once the owner leaves. Number three is fear and anxiety. The problem is punishment, particularly harsh or inconsistent types, can cause fear, anxiety, or emotional distress. For example, a student who is constantly punished may develop anxiety related to school or authority figures. Number four is aggression and modeling negative behavior. So, punishment, especially physical punishment, can increase aggressive behavior or teach that aggressive behavior is as an acceptable way to solve problem. For example, children who are spanked are more likely to hit others because they are learning from you, they're copying you. It's their age of learning, and this is what living organisms do, that they learn, they copy others. So if you're yelling, they will learn the yelling from you. If you're spanking them, they will learn spanking from you. So again, you are promoting a negative behavior. So this is, I think, one of the main problem with the punishment. Number five is avoidance and escape behaviors. The subject may learn to avoid the punisher rather than the behavior, and we have learned this in our previous videos as well, that once you punish someone, the person will avoid you because you're the punisher, but will not stop the behavior. For example, you're punishing a child for eating too much sugar, but the child will not stop eating sugar. Instead, the child will avoid you and will eat the sugar secretly. And another example would be an employee might avoid a strict boss instead of improving performance. So again, punishment causes avoidance and escape behaviors. Number six is reinforcement of punishers' behavior. So punishment can be reinforcing for the punishers, especially if it immediately stops the behavior. For example, a parent who yells and sees instant compliance may continue to rely on yelling, reinforcing an unhealthy cycle. Number seven is ethical and moral concerns, and again, it promotes some issues which are related to ethical issues, which are ethical issues or moral issues. So depending on severity, punishment can cross the ethical boundaries, especially with children or vulnerable population. Physical punishment in schools has been widely condemned and banned in many places for ethical reasons. Again, this is something that is reinforcing the punisher's behavior. Once the punisher's behavior is reinforced, the next time the person will use the punishment more severe, and again, this is causing an ethical issue. Number eight is dependence on external control. Again, relying on punishment can create dependency on external reinforcement rather than internal motivation. For example, a student behaves only when teachers are watching, not out of a sense of personal responsibility, because of the dependence on external control. The student have learned that I am doing a good behavior because my teacher is watching me, and it's not learning in a way that I'm doing a good behavior because it's my personal responsibility. So the punishment is actually shaping a behavior in an unexpected direction, and in an unexpected direction that you don't want someone to go on that direction. So punishment is promoting a negative behavior, which should not be promoted. So you can see there is no use of punishing someone. So what can be the alternative? So there are lots of alternative to punishment. One can be the positive reinforcement. You can reward desired behaviors. If a child does something good, you can reward the child, like, well done, you have done such a good thing, you're such a good boy, you are more responsible than before. So the child is learning that I'm grown up now, I'm more responsible. This is like positive reinforcement. You can either, it can be subtle, it can be subtle, it can be you know, it can be a tangent reward, or it can be an intangent reward. But positive reinforcement includes the appreciation. You give a gift, you give a star, or you just appreciate someone. Or it can be a negative reinforcement, which is again an alternative to punishment. A negative punishment does not mean punishment. Sorry, the negative reinforcement, yes. Alternative to punishment would be the negative reinforcement, which is removing an aversive stimulus when desired behavior occurs. So this is not a punishment. In this, the person tries to do a good behavior because he don't want to miss the chance. For example, if I am submitting the assignment on time because I want to get the good grades, and if I submit it late, I might lose my marks. So that's a negative reinforcement. The third one is extinction, which is withholding reinforcement for unwanted behavior. And the fourth one is differential reinforcement, reinforcing alternative, incompatible or other behaviors. So we have already uploaded videos on all these topics. If you haven't watched that video, all the videos are available on my YouTube channel. You can visit my YouTube channel, Dear Knowledge, and you can have access to all the lectures related to psychology. Okay, so in the next video, you will learn about how to make punishment more effective. If we cannot punish a child, then what should we do? I have already told you about the alternative, but again, I told you there are two types of punishment, the positive and the negative. So how to make punishment more effective, this will be our next video. And don't forget to miss that lecture, because it's going to be very important. You're going to learn how to make punishment more effective. So this was all about today's video. If your concept is clear, you can like the video. If you are new to this channel, you can subscribe to our channel, click on the bell icon so you will never ever miss any notification. You can also share the link of this video, share the link of this channel with your family members and friends, because sharing is caring. Until then, Allah Hafiz.